As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing really in this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And some room to work. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
18, right here. 18, Radler.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now a throw. First down, but it winds up incomplete. So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Now Richardson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Okay.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Richardson going to move him around. Here's Gray on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They run again here with Gray. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The Vikings at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's second and 10. They go play action with Richardson. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Read option, this is Gray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Okay, ready?
Richardson now on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, turned it into a nice game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Get it.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Gray. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. On the ground, it's Gray. Brought down at the 20.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this pass caught by Gray. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gray, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
18 ready. Hey, Trash. Go.
Now it's Richardson. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. He's got him in, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 31 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gray. Down to about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Richardson to throw off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
19 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Stop low, 18.
They'll look to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Seven Pirates. Panther 11.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
50 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They throw it out. Now the ball comes loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
Richardson.
Escaping. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball.